Cable Guy's Time Shaper versus Image Line's Gross Beat. Which is better?
Traptendo.
Round one, fight!
What is going on, guys? DJ Av here. Smash that like button because we got an interesting discussion in front of us right now, which is between Time Shaper, which is this guy on the left, and Gross Beat, which is on the right. So first off, I want to talk about their prices, and all the information will be in the description box if you want to get them after the fact. First off, Time Shaper is $44 and it works for both Windows and Mac. Meanwhile, Gross Beat only works for Windows and it is $99. So yeah, so big difference there in price. As you can see, if I was to compare them real quick, they obviously have a few of the same looks in comparison here. So if I was to go ahead and just draw, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this to tooth dwarfs, and you can add points to this by either right clicking or double left clicking. And once you add a point, you can make them tighter by right clicking. So that is that there for Time Shaper. Now what I want to do for Gross Beat is I want to actually go into one of the endearing things about Gross Beat, which is their presets. A lot of them, some famous as hell, which this one is right here, which is half speed. So now let's hear the differences in the half speed here. So right now everything is bypassed, and I'm gonna start with Time Shaper first when it comes to the half speed. That pause in between audio right there was actually caused because both record the actual sound first, and then it plays and goes through the manipulation of the time. So this is half speed for Time Shaper. Now let's hear it for Gross Beat. So some similarities and differences there. They're both same tone. Time Shaper has that little popping sound in it a little bit. It is kind of odd. I find that odd with Time Shaper that it does that, because that's a quality of life type thing where it doesn't happen so often, but it happened there, and I'll just allow that. So as you can see, you have that, and of course I'm gonna go ahead and go and select some more presets with Gross Beat. Go to the stutter. Let's play with some stuttering. So let's mess with Time Shaper's stuttering. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it has some pretty cool stuff. FL Studio in general, I do want to point this out about FL, is that it does have another feature at the bottom, which if you pay attention, it's like some filter, some gates and stuff like that they have. It still involves time at the least, though. It is more volume. So basically it's time and volume together. So that would explain why it would be like $100. Time Shaper itself also has a volume shaper as well that you have to buy. You'll have to buy it separately. So, you know, check out the prices. Again, the link will be in the description box, so that you can add one of those and delete it within the shaper box. Again, I was reflecting on the presets and the amount of presets. So yeah, they do have presets, and boy, it comes with a lot. You just have to pay for the individual modules that they have other than Time Shaper, which is filter, pan, volume, and width. And it might be worth it for the stuff that you can do. It is kind of quality of life. Again, check it out. This is Time Shaper. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a drum beat because I want to check out the drums. So yeah, you have to keep in mind that we're looking at some of the presets that will be predetermined by what is on the bottom here. So you have to keep that in mind as you see that here. But while I was at it, I actually noticed something else, you know, and that is the CPU. So I want to talk about the CPU here. So technically, if I was to be technical about it, you will see that Shaper Box is a little more CPU heavy than Gross Beat. Let's check it out. Let's see which one is which. However, you know, and you also notice if I was to add certain filters or whatnot to this, that you would hear that obvious amount of, or see that CPU usage right up here. So yeah. But I found out something about Ableton Live and its CPU usage versus FL. As you can see right here, I have Time Shaper and Filter Shaper open in this VST plugin right here in Ableton Live. And let me just play the track. And as you can see, the CPU is not all that crazy or anything like that. It's just not even doing anything too ludicrous there. And FL Studio, that would be an issue, but perhaps I'm getting a little off topic here. All right, so back to it here. Again, you know, I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much here. I just wanted to point out both of these again, and some of the comparisons about these two. So, you know, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I really like both of them. You know, they both obviously have their advantages. Again, you know, I would just check it out, see which ones are best fit for you, and see how that will work in your workflow. You know, again, Cable Guys is an underrated company, and they deserve a lot more love for what they do in terms of developing. Obviously, this one works for Mac, so if you've been dying for that half-speed pitch and stuff like that, that will fix you up very well. So yeah, so I would definitely check that out if I was you. You know, so it's a quality of life thing. That's the way. I don't know where I got that from, but anyways, I'm gonna leave you with a drum beat, and we're gonna exit out of here.